swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Wilkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from the...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Walters. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Pucks it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Walter. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Gandy. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. It's a seam wide open. The tap. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go, let's go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Walters. Under fire! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Walters. Finds his tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Camarda. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 6 over Colorado State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Walters. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. Big time pickup on that one.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Trying the left side. Creates a little space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Gandy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you...
There he goes. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
With the catch, it's Miles. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Back to pass, it's Walters. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Auburn offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. And that is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to pass. It's Walters. Finds a man on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Set, ready.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Handoff to the lone back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those.
There he goes! The 20! Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll keep it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Miles. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Walters. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Fights off a defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 50. Coming up, 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got it, 1st down and more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Camarda. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Wilkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 47.
And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Camarda. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw again. The sure hands, it's Wilkins. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Cases, 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. Oh, that's going to be a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Running to Green.
The return is tackled down at the 42. And the Auburn offense will take over.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just...
Football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Wide open spaces. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Walters. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. To the ground with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work its way up to the 19-yard line. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Walters. Gets it out quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.